Woo!
Hoo-hoo-hoo! Here we go.
SlashU. What
Slash
you gonna do? SlashU. What you gonna do?
We're coming for you.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Nick.
And I'm Andy.
And we are SlashU.
This is a podcast.
It's a podcast.
We talk about cheesy, campy, sometimes forgotten slasher horror movies.
And sexy times. Sexy times.
And if this is your first time joining us, we are in for a treat, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks, Colby.
Colby Does Horror, our friend known as Colby Does Horror on the social medias.
No, that's his full name. His name is
he changed it. His birth certificate says Colby, middle name Does, last name Horror.
Yeah. What up, Colby D. Horror?
Suggested this.
Colby D's nuts.
And he said, you guys got to cover this movie. And so we're like, okay, sure. Little did I know.
Yeah, adjunct professor sent in an assignment, wanted us to pass on to the students. I'm like, we'll pass it on to the students. Holy fuck nuts.
I have so many questions about Colby's life and how he came upon this and why he watched it and why he wants us to watch it.
Jody hated it. I don't want to get into it right now because, I guess we'll just go into it. 1 hour, 33 minutes from 2016.
The Greasy Strangler.
Yes, greasy.
So greasy.
It's a greasy.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah, it makes me feel good. One thing I found out about this movie, which I thought was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Elijah Wood, producer.
Is a producer on this?
And this is no fucking fake news. This is 100% legit.
Jiminy Christmas. That's
Elijah Wood, the Hobbit, or the Lord of the Rings?
Yeah. Frodo Baggins himself.
Fucking produced this movie. Wanted to see this movie come to life.
Well, we know Elijah Wood as Maniac. Mm-hmm. Remember, he did the reboot of Maniac.
Yeah, I'm not.
We covered it. It was great.
But I don't know if I would really necessarily call this a horror. I mean, there's some fun little effects. I don't have a dick shot kill, but
this is a slasher. I mean, there's a killer going around strangling people covered in grease, as the title implies.
Yeah,
it's like Snakes on a Plane. You get what you get.
Yeah, it's a really good time to probably lean into that. Speaking of Colby, he'll be joining us in 2 weeks because next week we're interviewing PJ Starks from director, writer behind New Fear's Eve, which will be really fun. Yeah. We're gonna do an interview combo, a quick review of that flick, which I got to see, and I know
I'm gonna watch it,
get into it, and then after that we've got Colby is gonna come. He's flying in from his estate.
Oh yeah, in Milan or wherever he lives. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been at the Olympics.
From parts remote.
Yes,
he's coming to
his
join
estate.
us.
Yeah, he's gonna fly him in.
His estate.
And he's the Colby Does Horror estate is pretty fucking dope.
He bought Michael Jackson's old compound.
Yeah, Neverland
Ranch.
Yeah. Now it's just...
And we're covering Mutilator 2.
Mutilator 2.
With him, and that's going to be a 2-part episode.
That's going to be a 2-part banger. And then, right after that, it's fucking Milwaukee HorrorCon. Excuse my language. I don't know why I have to always say the word fucking, so I apologize. I'm really trying to be more aware of my surroundings and how I project who I am as a person.
Well, that's nice. Yeah.
But then Milwaukee HorrorCon, fucking A. Yeah, fucked up. Fuck, I just did it again. Fuck!
Listen, man, don't stifle your own light. You be you. You be you. As long as you don't hurt others, you can say whatever the fuck you want. But Colby, I gotta say, it's a 2-parter because we're gonna probably have to refer back to this one when we're talking with Colby live in studio. Well, what the fuck were you doing, man? Why did you recommend that?
He mentioned to us a while ago the sadness, and so I got to dip into that too.
The sadness.
Yeah, that was a very unique film, totally different from The Greasy Strangler.
Okay.
But speaking of greasy.
Yeah.
Would you rather have to grease up your finger and perform one practical exam on a stranger once a week for the rest of your life, or every time you fart, a zombie appears?
Just appears?
Yeah.
Doesn't come out of my butt?
No, it just appears.
Or I'm doing one proctology exam.
You grease up your finger, and it's one stranger once a week.
For the rest of my life.
It's just a little... And you're done. But
I don't have to diagnose anything. It feels like you got a tumor up there.
You could compliment maybe on their physique, maybe on how it feels inside.
Sure.
That's really warm.
Awfully warm.
But you
kind of tight.
But you can't give any medical advice because you're not a doctor.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
So
I'm obviously not.
Why are these people allowing you to do this?
Sure.
They have a kink. Let's just get that out of the way.
Or every time I
fart, A zombie appears.
A zombie appears, and I got to deal with that. Yeah. However,
because I will say the zombie appears right next to you, so you could always just get ready to kill it. Or what if it just appears anywhere? Yeah. So, like, if you fart 100 times, there's 100 zombies out there.
What if I fart in my sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I better wake up.
Yep.
Jesus, dude. I don't know. That's a tough one.
Or wait, hear me out. Or
Please.
You could fart, like, you could sleep, like, kind of like in a hyphenated or hibernated coffin.
Mm-hmm.
To where it's like you're in a cage, like werewolves. Werewolves would sometimes, when they would change, they would put themselves in a jail cell. So
sure,
when they turn, they would be okay. And then no one would get hurt.
They wouldn't hurt anybody, yeah.
So then, like, you could just, like, fart. You would just sleep in, like, not airproof. Where you have plenty of air that can come in, like a coffin if you...
Yeah. Like a protected cell of some sort.
Yeah.
God, dude, that seems like a lot of trouble. But then also proctology exams on strangers for the rest of my life is also a lot of trouble. Once a week?
Once a week for the rest of your life.
I guess I'd do that.
Me too.
Yeah.
I would, just because I don't want to, like, what if I didn't get the zombie? Or what if I did, like, I was in my little sleep capsule.
Yeah.
And I farted, and then the zombie got out, and then he's biting people, or they are biting people, and
the world falls to zombies, a virus. Yeah.
Yes.
And I wake up the next morning and half the earth is turned into zombies.
Yes, just because.
Because I farted in the middle of the night.
Because you went and had beans the night before. So you just unleashed like fucking 1,000.
You get like super intense about your diet to like completely eliminate gas.
Excuse me, do you have any Beano?
Right. Take Beano, there'll be no gas.
Was that the marketing campaign? That's really
I think
good.
It was.
Oh, okay.
If it wasn't, it should have been. God damn it, Beano. Hire me.
Well, so just...
SlashU, brought to you by Beano. No,
But I just want to make sure to restate this. And,
sure.
For the comfort of our listeners.
Mm-hmm.
We both would stick our greasy fingers up a stranger's butthole to perform a proctal exam, not as doctors, but as not to inflict a zombie horde
plague,
on the world.
Yeah.
Okay,
that sounds good.
Yes.
I feel like we saved civilization with our choice.
This movie is like Napoleon Dynamite and Timu John Waters had a fucking weird baby.
That's very accurate. 100% accurate. I was going to say Napoleon Dynamite with nudity. You did
say that, yeah.
With nudity, but with the Timu John Waters.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I think that's kind of what they were going for, like kind of that like artistic noir juxtaposition that tried to have texture within the filaments of the film and within the dialogue. Kind of antiquated the structure of any kind of resemblance of a factual discovery.
Thank you. Yeah. Nice job. If you like Napoleon Dynamite and you like, I don't know, giant
prosthetic
penises on old men, you're gonna love this movie.
And a lot of ass.
Lots of butts. A lot of ass.
Merkins.
Definitely some fake pubic hair. I mean, like, what the fuck are we getting into here, man?
I don't know, but this is again one of the. I just want to let students know, because sometimes when we were young podcasters, we would get hitched on the dialogue. And then, sure. But I just want to reinstate. I think you should watch this movie.
I agree.
I agree. I believe that it has. You're going to probably walk away from it like most people and go, "What the fuck is this?"
Yep.
But
just like Napoleon Dynamite. First time I watched it, I was a half hour in. I'm like, "What is even going on in this movie?"
But I feel like I like this more than Napoleon. I mean, Napoleon Dynamite. Well, I shouldn't say that. They're two completely different.
They're
films.
Totally different.
But they still follow that same line of.
It's weird.
No timeline. I don't know when this was made.
No, it was made in 2016, but it.
That's what I mean.
Could have been the 90s.
Could have been the 80s,
could be
90s.
Tomorrow.
Yes, it could be any time, just like Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
That's, the I know I've brought this up a lot, but for those that haven't listened, that's the kind of same thing that we're going on with the next project with Wallpaper. Don't know the timeline.
You want to keep it
ambiguous.
That's a good way to do it, I think.
Yeah.
This movie also just it's like the people are not like real people. They're not cartoon characters, but you know what I mean? They're like people that they exist in their own reality.
That's another great
There's
thing.
No fucking way you run into somebody like this on the street.
Exactly. From the person who works at the movie to your server at the Cajun hotspot.
Yeah.
To who serves you your creamy milk drinks.
Yeah, or the hot dog vendor in this movie.
Yes, that's a great call.
These aren't real people.
That is brilliant. That's where I feel like some of that John Waters kind of that.
Sure.
Because Napoleon Dynamite, it could be Uncle Rico. That is everyone's got that person that won't stop reliving their high school years.
I can throw a football a quarter mile.
Yeah. God damn. We were gonna steak.
Yep. Give me that steak.
So instead of, so there's a lot of dialogue. So that's what I was saying. So we're gonna try to watch that because there's so much back and forth, unique dialogue.
Some of it's real good, witty. I think there's some pretty witty lines in here.
Oh yeah, I mean,
some good script, good use of language.
And
it's interesting.
I also love how it's representing body shapes of all kinds.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And being nudity. That our lovely actress who plays Janet. Very comfortable in her own skin as she should be.
Well,
so it was just it's not what you're used to seeing.
Yes.
The kind like in horror films, like I'm gonna go take a shower.
Yes.
With my thong and my boobs.
You're 100% right. I will build on that by saying, like when I said a minute ago, you wouldn't run into these people on the street. I mean people who act like this. But as far as the type of people they are, they're regular. They're regular people. You know what I mean? It's not the stereotypical horror movie where the girl who gets naked is, 36, 24, 36 measurements. It's a regular person, like a real person.
Exactly.
Not a.
And that's kind of like that's
not embellished, like supermodel shit. You know what I
mean?
Very
like I said, even one scene to where our actress who plays Janet bends over and spreads her butt cheek. I don't know if that was a stunt double,
stunt butt. It shouldn't have been. I mean, she showed her ass enough in the movie where. Yeah, but it has to be.
Don't you think the actual balloon knot is a little bit more sacred? Like, if you showed your butt
it's not sacred enough for you to not call it a balloon knot. So,
What I'm getting at, though, like if I'm just sitting there showing my butt.
So sacred.
Like if I was just to turn around right now and look at this camera and just show my butt.
I hope not.
But then if it was like if someone said, okay, now spread them.
Right.
I'd be like, well, hold on.
I don't want you to see my hole. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
There's a lot of uncharted territory down there, and so I want to respect not only myself but the viewers as well.
Yep.
So I promise I won't drop them and
don't do it.
Spread them as a.
You'll get us banned off YouTube. I want to.
My preacher used to tell me.
I want to call back. We pointed this out a couple weeks ago, but it's worth pointing out again when we covered Cult of Blood in episode 201.
So fucking random.
There's an actor in that movie near the end who plays the mayor, Mayor Coopersmith, and the actor's name is Michael St. Michaels. He stars in this movie as Big Ronnie. Yeah. He's one of the main characters.
In Cult of Blood, he was like a quick minute read, at the very end.
6 minutes at the end, yeah.
If that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're probably right. They did draw on that scene. But and this one, of course, he is one of the main stars. I believe, there's really 3 people in this film that make it going. So I say we just
Small
go ahead
cast, real easy to follow.
Go into it. Let's get into this. Will be fucking interesting.
Will it?
Andy's Cliff Kill Notes brought to you by water fountains. If you're thirsty and you need something to drink, why don't you go find yourself a water fountain, or bubblers, as we call them here in Milwaukee. And now, Andy's Cliff Kill Notes.
All right. Thanks, bubblers. The Cliff Kill Notes, a brief summary of the movie so you can follow along. This one's not difficult to follow. Directed by Jim Hosking. Big Ronnie and his son Big Braden run a disco walking tour. You ever been on a walking tour?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
I did one here.
They show tourists all the old hotspots where disco used to reign supreme. Or maybe they're just bullshit artists. One day, a nice young lady named Janet takes their tour, and Big Braden takes a liking to her. But his dad Big Ronnie also takes a liking to Janet, and the two men start to compete for her affection. And then a mysterious grease-covered killer also shows up and starts strangling people. Also, there's a ton of full frontal nudity.
Yes.
And that's the summary of the movie.
Yeah, should I say, that was well put. You're not a bullshit artist?
No. This movie has catchphrases.
Oh, yeah. Hootie Tootie Disco Cutie. You are my Hootie Tootie Disco Cutie.
You're my Big Nick.
Yes, and you're right on. I'm all red now. I hope you can see this.
Big Nick.
You know what's really rad about this town they live in? I mean, disco was like thriving in this little small town. I mean, again, we don't know where it's at. I mean, they mentioned L.A., but you don't. It could be any city USA. But let me tell you, There's a lot of fun snappenings going on in this city and disco music. So
it's good shit.
And that's
can I just say, Nick, this is the strangest movie I think I've ever covered here on SlashU. As far as just like, I don't know, how eclectic the characters are and how strange everything is.
Exactly. Like we've seen gore. Yeah, we've seen tons of gore. Like The Sadness, great virus film, great gore, but you know it's a fun storyline. You know, I think it was Taiwan. It was filmed in.
Has a beginning, middle, and an end.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, not this one.
This one.
I mean, like
debatable.
if you watch any of John Waters, I mean, that's like art projects. I mean, this is very much artistic, you know, and so I believe it's a British director and writer. They're from Britain.
Okay.
And they
Jim Hosking.
Yeah, they put this together. Hosking's Fish and Chips.
Fish and chips, cheerio. Put some grease on your cock.
We open up on a beautiful house in Anytown, USA.
Okay.
And I digress. It's a pretty rundown shack.
Yeah.
We meet Big Ron and Big Braden, father and son. I guess every morning it's a ritual where Big Braden will bring his wake him up and bring his father coffee. Mm-hmm. And right away, the father's like, "Why do people put milk in coffee? Grease.
Let's put some grease in the coffee."
I bet you think I'm the greasy killer.
Yeah.
What, Dad?
What?
And he's so awkward. Braden is like, he's like a soft, like I don't know how to put it.
Let's call Braden what? Mid-30s?
Oh,
late 30s?
Late 30s.
Yeah, and he lives with his father, who's probably in his late 60s or early 70s.
Because the father admits that he had the son when he was 16, and I just find that.
Oh yeah, he did admit that later in the movie. So if Big Ronnie is like 74, for example,
I think he's 50.
You think Big Ronnie's 50?
No, Braden's 50.
50.
I mean, the age really doesn't matter.
No, I just want people who haven't seen it to get a sense. This isn't like a 12-year-old kid bringing his dad coffee. This is a grown-ass man.
Well, yeah, if we're talking about full frontal and I mean, I don't think this would be like, you know, hey, let's go play.
That's true. This isn't the Epstein file.
Let's go play Fortnite.
Dad, let's go play. But yeah, Ronnie's like, why do we put grease? You probably think I'm the Greasy Strangler. Tell you a secret. I am the Greasy Strangler. And Braden's like, I call bullshit on that. And they
bullshit
laugh.
Artists. And
bullshit artists.
This music that plays throughout the film is very 80s video game retro.
Or Casio keyboard.
Yeah, but that's like like I feel like I honestly was playing a Nintendo game back in when I was
it's going through my head right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that was
over and over again.
So
we get our title card
and a tour.
Yeah.
They usually wear they color coordinate their outfits. They both wear pink turtlenecks and pink shorts.
You notice they walk in step too?
Yep.
They're like they're in a marching band, a 2-man marching band.
It is it was a good catch. And you know, I just think this adds to the twistedness of this movie.
Yeah.
The tour begins and they're introducing everyone to an apartment or a doorway where the Bee Gees wrote Night Fever.
It's just like an old abandoned building.
Yeah. And so Indian Tourist, that is how he is credited. Indian Tourist begins questioning the validity of this Bee Gees claim.
Can you verify that? Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
And if you want to go into and then it just becomes
it's just shouting, man.
Yeah, because there's no water on this. There's no
free drinks.
Free drinks.
There's a
back and forth for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, there's 3 men and 1 lady on this tour, and they're credited as the Scandinavian tourists, the Senegalese tourists.
The Senegalese tourist, did you recognize him?
No.
Grandma's Boy. Did you ever see that movie?
No.
You never saw Grandma's Boy?
I don't think so.
Oh, the one with Nick Swartzen.
Right.
Yeah, he plays. He's got a bit in that movie.
Oh,
that's why I immediately recognize him. If anybody's listening to this and you saw Grandma's Boy, he's the Stoners. He brings the lion from Africa, so he plays the African guy sitting on the Stoner's couch.
And
for future reference.
And the Indian tourists.
Indian tourists. There you go.
They are. The guy who plays the Senegalese is Abdoulaye Gnome.
If you look at his IMDb, pretty much every Adam Sandler movie.
Oh, okay.
He's in a lot of Adam Sandler joints.
Well, it's essentially 3 three foreign tourists and Janet are on this tour, and the Indian guy starts demanding free drinks, and he gets all of them to start chanting free drinks, and Big Ronnie's just like, no, and they're like, the brochure said free drinks. He's like, you were grossly misinformed, and Big Ronnie just ends up turning around and mooning them.
Yeah, that's when we get first of old man ass.
Pull down his
good
pants.
for him. I hope that I'm still comfortable like at that age pulling my pants down.
Free drinks.
So and the butt comes out, but this is when Janet, the main player, kind of starts making googly eyes with Braden.
Yeah.
Braden starts getting a little flirty with her. He admits that he's a cheesy old cornball. Mm-hmm. Andy, Janet seems to like it.
I like cheesy old cornballs. The three tourist men walk away.
Yep.
And I think it's funny because Ronnie's like, stop flirting with the customers and help your dad with his shorts.
Because his ass is still fucking wailing out of his...
Back at home, these guys, for whatever reason, Nick, when they get home, they strip down to their underwear.
I do. It's the same thing.
They walk around in Speedos around the house.
I wear boxer briefs, but still, you know,
sure.
I mean, I don't cook greasy food because I think that might get a little dangerous.
Yeah, the grease popping and sizzling off the stove, you could burn something. And Braden cooks up some sausages, and he said, Dad, I'm going on a date with Janet. And...
Dad does not like this.
Ronnie's like, you're a bullshit artist.
Yeah, bullshit. They say that a lot. Let's just go ahead and get that going. Bullshit artist is said throughout this film quite a bit. But he's like, you don't have, you're not serving me the right food. So he's trying to, he's just really pissed at his, not only is his son going on a date, leaving him alone, but that he's not living up to his part of the agreement. I said, if you could live here and you not get evicted, you stay here, you cook greasy.
It's got to be super greasy.
He likes greasy ass food.
He wants more grease on the sausage. And Ronnie says, maybe why don't you go live with your mom and Ricky Prickles?
I love that fucking name.
Ricky Prickles?
Yes.
Sounds like a NASCAR driver.
Or a great porn star.
Sure.
Hey.
He's racing the Daytona 500.
Greasy Strangler.
This afternoon he's banging a porn actress.
Adult film star. Ricky Prickles, starring in The Greasy Strangler's Penis.
So, yeah, their Speedos are amazing. And when Big Ronnie stands up and you get a look at what's under the Speedo, it is impressive. But, yeah.
Ricky, who are you talking about?
Ronnie. Ronnie's in his banana hammock. You can see.
Yes.
He's packing.
Yeah, he's got a weird shaped penis. It's big, but to me, like maybe a sloth or...
I don't know. An animal penis? Is that what you're trying to say? Like some sort of...
It looks like an animal penis.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what animal.
Well, it's obviously prosthetic.
Yes, it's very prosthetic.
It doesn't move naturally, I guess we'll say. We have to... This is definitely a PG-13 rated episode.
Is it?
Rated R, M for mature. We're always M for mature.
I don't think we've had a PG-13 episode in our 200.
Probably never.
Fucking.
This is 203, by the way.
Oh, yeah, right on. We cut back to the hotel where our three tourists are trying to get some chips out of the vending machine.
Yeah.
And it's a back and forth where the Senegalese...
Yeah, the chips are stuck.
What are they made of? Porto. And so they go back... Porto. You must tell me what these chips are made of. Porto. And so after about 30 minutes...
Porto.
The Scandinavian goes, I think he's trying to say potato.
Yeah, and the Indian guy nods.
Yep. And
it was seriously a long drawn because the Senegalese guy's like, say it again, one more time slower, and he doesn't change it at all. Porto. He's saying potato.
He's saying Porto.
He's saying potato.
He's saying Porto.
Potato.
Porto.
He has a lisp and an Indian accent.
All this is going on when all of a sudden a weird greased up figure approaches them, and right away, Andy, this is no spoiler.
Snarling and growling.
Right away. I mean, this is not spoiling.
It's Big Ronnie.
It's Big Ronnie.
It's very obvious.
Very obvious
Big
that
Ronnie.
It's the dad who is the Greasy Strangler. Mm-hmm. He takes the Scandinavian man, tosses his head into the vending machine.
Smashes the glass, yeah.
And then the Senegalese man, he punches in the face and literally like almost comedic. It's like his face is punched in. There's
Caves
no blood.
in his face like a deflated basketball. Looks like.
The back and forth as the Indian guy is getting...
As he's coming at him, starting to strangle him.
I would give you a top-notch job at my shipping firm.
And he says, I have a girl in my room. Yeah. I found her at a sports bar, but I couldn't get a stiffy.
Yeah.
My balls went up into my abdomen. and the Greasy Strangler snarling and growling a lot like Madman Mars.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Call back to episode, 3 of SlashU, and he's, and he chokes chokes the Indian guy out and kills him.
Yeah, so our 3 tourists are dead.
Yeah.
Then we cut to Big Ron, who is going through a car wash to clean all the grease off of him.
Walking through a car wash.
Yeah, and this again, more prosthetic penis. Big Paul runs the car wash. He's a blind man.
Yep.
And I guess he assumes that Big Ron is driving a car, but they're friends because they go disco dancing together.
Yeah.
So that's something that
Big Paul's like, "Hey, Big Ronnie, is that you? I heard you screaming in there. What's going on?" And Ronnie's just like, "I was laughing. Don't worry about it." And gives him a fake $10 bill.
Yeah, and you probably think I'm the Greasy Strangler.
Right.
I never said that.
I never said that.
Yeah.
But he makes plans with Big Paul to go disco dancing sometime.
Yeah, and he does admit to Big Paul that his son is going through a lot mentally and physically. Mm-hmm. He takes craps all over the house. He even did one on top of the TV. He took a crap. Braden took a crap on top of the TV.
The dialogue. He's just like, my son, he's like a manic depressive.
Yeah.
He takes craps all over the house. It's just like weird. It's weird dialogue.
Yeah, I mean, I'd really try to put myself in that shoe. Like, what if I had a friend that was like, "Nick, man, I'm having problems with my son. Like, he's shitting all over the house, and he took a crap on the top of the TV."
On top of the TV.
I guess I'd want to learn more. Mm-hmm.
Did he climb up there and squat, or did he like poop in his hand and put it on top of the TV? Those would be my questions.
Yeah, and were you in the house?
Also, have you taken him to a hospital or some sort of doctor?
Did you examine the feces?
Next day.
The next morning, as usual, Big Braden delivers coffee to his dad.
Yes.
And the dad just quickly admits, Andy, that he's afraid that Janet's going to take away his son.
He's guilting him about moving out now that you have a girlfriend. And Braden's, of course, like, we haven't even gone out yet. Our first date's tonight, you know. You're a bullshit artist. Yeah. Quit goofing off. And it's funny because...
is it funny?
A little funny because Big Ronnie says, "I have something that I need to tell you." And he just leans back and puts his feet in the air and rips a fart.
Yeah,
his asshole.
I was like...
Yeah.
Man.
For an old man, he's pretty agile.
Yeah, and, I just couldn't imagine being on set for that. Okay, here we go. Close set.
Do you think they inserted the sound effect later?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You didn't muster a real fart there?
I'm afraid, like, if you did, like, to try to fart on cue, like, something might happen.
You might shart.
Shart.
Anyway, Braden makes a super greasy breakfast for Ronnie.
Greasy bacon rolls.
Ronnie's impressed and everyone's happy.
Another tour, Andy, at a market where Cool from Cool and the Gang worked before he exploded onto the disco scene.
Yeah.
So,
do you think these are real?
No.
No. Ronnie's a bullshit artist. These are all fake. These are abandoned buildings.
Absolutely.
And these are tourists who don't know any better.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun because we've had Bee Gees, Cool and the Gang, and I think the next one we get is Earth, Wind, and Fire. So
no, it's the Earth, the Wind, and the Fire.
Janet approaches Andy, and she's asking about their date.
Yeah.
And of course, Big Ronnie's like, "What am I supposed to do?
Who's gonna cook for me?" And they say, "You'll have to get a hot dog, Dad, but don't bite into a real dog. A woof, woof, woof dog. Ha, 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 ha." And he's just like, "You two can fuck off."
As he's watching Braden and Janet walk away,
yeah,
he says, like, I could
feast on that queen's ass all night long. He pictures Janet naked with Braden as a dog on a leash next to her.
Yeah, and she's fully naked in high heels, butt, side boob.
Looking seductively back at it.
And the date, but then we cut to the date, and it seems to be going nice.
Yeah, they're at what, Cajun Hotspot.
Yeah, where their waiter is, like, again, like, not real life. It'd be like of an alien, like Star Wars, like when everyone can intermix, like, this is a society I want. This is a society liberals want.
Everyone can intermix.
Yeah, everyone can live
together in harmony.
Fucking
no,
liberals.
Did you see the fucking liberals? You're hilarious. Yeah. Do you like the outdoor scenery in the window?
Yes.
It's very clearly like a sheet and a fake lake with woods. Like they went to the fucking countryside.
Yeah.
Out of the city or something.
That's another thing too about the Greasy.
It's very obviously fake.
Yeah, but that's the thing about the Greasy Strangler too. Like that you can see the clothing because you don't see butt crack. I'm not saying I'm looking for it, but I'm curious if that's intentional.
Oh, because the Strangler's supposed to be naked, covered in grease, and he's obviously not.
Obviously not.
This scene's cool because we get a little exposition about Braden's mom and his backstory. Because Janet asks, like, so does your mom live with you too? And no, she left when I was young with a man named Ricky Prickles. He's a professional sports coach with the very defined six-pack.
Ricky Prickles is all man, and he intimidates Braden. It's like sexually assaulted him.
That's what he says. He made me punch him in the stomach once, and it hurt my hands on his firm six-pack.
What did it feel like?
Punching a frozen bag of sausages. Then he made me do crunches, and I barfed. My barf was orange and fizzy. And then he smacked me with the flat of his hand, and he molested me.
That's where I started writing, like, man, there's a lot of good dialogue here.
And he was 18. He had long golden hair and a mustache back then.
And a soft mustache.
That's not all of it, you know. It's pretty good as far as, like, a speech. Big Ronnie's got some good speeches, too.
Yeah, I do not... Someone I was talking to the general manager of the X-Ray because we were doing some scouting before our proof of concept shoot.
Yeah.
And I was like, I asked about the Fallen, and he said I'd seen that. I was like, hey, what about Greasy Strangler? He's like, oh yeah, I've seen the Greasy Strangler. And he brought up this. He said, that's a great way to test a friendship. Don't say just, hey, come over, let's watch a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I really like this one. Turn it on. Don't like try to prepare it for them like we do here at SlashU, but just kind of like watch it and see what they kind of reaction. Because then your friend's gonna be like, or your supposed friend, either which way they go.
Yeah.
You like this?
Yeah.
It'd even be weird if you watched it with no pants on.
It would be weird.
Yeah.
Even if you're best friends, it would be weird if we sat down on the couch and took our pants off and watched this movie. Even though I like you a lot, I really think that would be weird. I think I'd draw the line there, you know.
But what if we were on what if I was at least like 6 feet away from you?
And you took yours off? I don't know. That might be weird too.
8 feet apart, but I also popped my top.
Okay. Then it'd be like, he's just getting comfortable.
I'm just in my boxer briefs.
I would probably say that's just Nick being Nick. That's Nick being Nick. That's how he does it. But then you turn this movie on, yeah. And if I look over and you're pitching a tent, then we got problems. I'd be like, whoa, man.
I'm pitching a tent right now.
I'm
Just talking about this Greasy Strangler and his proctoral exams, I'm good to go.
It is an interesting way to test a friendship, though.
Yeah, it is. But throughout the night, they just continue to flirt. Everything seems to be going well. But Big Ron has to go to a vendor to get a hot dog. But Andy, this hot dog is not greasy enough.
That's right. He tells off the vendor.
The vendor's trying to say, dude, it's against regulations. I could lose my license.
Yeah.
You know, but Big Ron is adamant. He needs this hot dog to lubricate the world.
It needs to be so greasy.
So greasy. So Big Ronnie finds the grease and dips his hot dog in it. The grease, by the way, I found out was tapioca pudding.
Oh, interesting.
And he dips it in the hot dog and he fucking runs off. And of course, to the dismay of the vendor, he's like, what the fuck? And he kicks the vendor and takes off with his greasy ass hot dog.
Vendor's pretty mad.
Yep.
Back at the house, Braden brings Janet inside after their date. He talks about how he writes fantasy novels, full-color illustrations, and fold-out maps of faraway realms.
Yes.
Describes his fantasy novels a little bit. Another pretty good, witty, good dialogue. Delivered very well. And he talks about the hero of the story has like a magic amulet or something, and Janet says, I bet you have a pretty large amulet yourself. And of course, Braden was like, I don't own an amulet.
Yeah, and
totally over his head.
Doesn't know this. He's talking about his little dog penis.
I asked myself in my notes, how did they not burst out laughing, delivering these lines to each other?
I bet there has
to be outtakes.
I bet there's a good blooper reel
because
a lot of it seems improv to me too.
I agree, but like which is harder to keep a straight face. Like if you don't know what your scene partner is gonna say, and they say something completely outrageous with a straight face, deliberate deadpan, like they wholly believe it, how do you not burst out laughing?
I know. It's a good point.
And that's what I thought in this scene. Janet lifts up her shirt.
Yep.
Brayden goes in to suck on a boob, and she goes, I didn't say you could do that.
Yeah, she does not consent to that yet. Which he pulls back, which I thought was very respectful.
It's very respectful.
Because she wasn't ready for it yet, but I mean, she does just offer them out. She
just wants to flash him? I didn't understand what she was doing.
Back to Big Ronnie, who's like...
Do you mind if I put my mouth on your nipple?
Well, I mean, it's like when you're breastfed as a kid. I mean, that's the
suppose.
First thing you do.
He just went in, and she was like, I didn't say you do that. So that's kind of the end of that scene, but... Yeah, Braden's like, wait, where's my dad? And we cut to Ronnie, literally perched on a bench,
like mauling his hot dog,
eating that hot dog.
Then he turns himself into the Greasy Strangler. He finds that hot dog vendor, Andy, who lives in a pretty cool Winnebago.
I loved that. It's like an airstream.
Yeah, open air toilet. Like he pops open his window and sits on a toilet.
Yeah.
So he probably doesn't stink up his Winnebago.
Right. And so the guy works at a hot dog stand out on the street. And then he lives in like a camper, Airstream camper.
So everything's all profit.
It's all mobile.
Yeah, that's good for him. That's a dream right there.
I just thought it was funny how he pops the window open and then sits on the crapper.
Yeah.
And starts crapping. Just to vent the smell out the window.
Exactly. But then the Greasy Strangler appears from behind and fucking strangles him so hard, Andy, that his eyes pop out.
Did you see that the guy, the hot dog vendor, he starts reacting to getting choked right before it happens? Yeah. Like he's ready for it.
Yeah.
Like he knows it's coming, and you can see the actor kind of like
start
to react.
I didn't see that
before
part.
The strangler even grabs
that's
him.
Awesome.
He puts his hands up and either side of his neck, and the guy starts like making like he's like struggling before he even gets grabbed. So it's just goes to show the the low budget of the movie. But yeah.
Wait. We're sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
We're going to go back to budget here because, again, I am very curious as we are exploring.
That's true.
Cursed Dolls LLC is exploring, bigger budgets. I think this is probably made for my guess because you have to pay the actors.
Yeah.
Production.
There are some effects too.
Yeah. So I'm saying probably like $500,000.
Yeah, you're probably right. Well, they didn't yell cut when the hot dog vendor.
I'm not saying $500,000's a lot when you have movies being like Titanic made for $2.6 billion.
Sure.
But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. But he strangles him so hard it pops his eyeballs out.
They have a thing for eyeballs.
And the strangler breads the eyeballs in some breadcrumbs, fries them up in a pan, and eats them by candlelight right there in the trailer.
Yeah, it's very romantic.
Super romantic. And then back to the car wash.
Where he goes, it's a little back and forth between Paul, because, again, Big Paul, the blind guy, thinks that he's driving his car through the car wash. Not himself, because he's blind.
Yeah.
And he's very adamant. Every time he comes through he's like, I'm not the Greasy Strangler.
I do like, Nick, how after the first car wash scene, after that it's kind of just a quick, like almost like a Guy Ritchie montage. You show his hand putting the coins in the machine.
Yes.
Him standing in the brushes as the brushes of the car wash brush him off, and then the blow dryer.
It is
just real quick,
very quick, because
like
what
a
he's
Guy
doing,
Ritchie. Ching, ching, ching.
Because they do that, like it shows that that's his modus operandi. That's how he works.
His routine.
Routine, if you will. The next day, Braden's excited because his pal Oinker are headed to the horror house. Can we describe Oinker? It's the greatest.
Can we?
No, it's seriously like he wears a pig nose over his face, eyeliner, balding.
Yep.
High stocking, like the pantyhose that don't go all the way up, but probably right to your kneecaps. Mm-hmm. Knee-high pantyhose, beautiful shoes that even Big Ronnie notices.
Yeah.
It's just awesome. But I guess
just has the pig nose.
Yeah, and
it's a costume pig nose.
Yeah, and good call.
Not his actual
like a paper
nose.
Mache.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Are you ready to go to the horror house?" And Braden's like, "Boy, am I! I'm ready."
Yeah.
Big Ronnie's like, "Well, I'm coming with you.
You can't go out 2 nights in a row.
Yeah,
that's forbidden."
And then Oinker's like, "Yeah, Braden told me you let a real stinky cheese go. That it's vaped his nose." Like I was like, that to me was like, I fell in love with Oinker. I fell in love with Oinker right away.
Big Ronnie insists on coming with, or I'm going to tell Janet that you've never even put a finger up a girl's vagina. You're a virgin. And then says, Oinker, really nice shoes.
Yes.
You got really nice shoes there, Oinker. And so the 3 of them
go to the
movies.
Go to the movies, where, of course,
Big Thaddeus works. Hey, Big Thaddeus. Hey, Big Braden.
Yeah.
Give me a big popcorn.
You got it. Coming right up. And then, of course, Ronnie guys will go, no, this isn't good enough.
Big Ronnie wants grease on it.
Yeah, you need to make this extra greasy. So he goes back there and finds a grease and
dumps it on the popcorn.
Yeah, and
there's a montage then.
Yeah, it's a quick montage. But after the movie, our threesome discovers there's a vigil being held at the vending machine from the guy who got his,
the hot dog cart.
The hot dog cart.
Yeah.
Oinker steals the bucket of grease from the dead hot dog vendor.
Yeah.
So they can have a big greasy meal back at the house after the movie. So.
It was just a night of fun with the
Oinker.
Father, son, and Oinker. And the next day, Braden says, Janet's coming over tonight to make dinner. They're making baguettes because she spent some time in France.
Yeah, Dad.
You're going to like it, Dad. And this is another disco tour. Big Ronnie talks to the tourist. Did you know the earth, the wind, and the fire lived up here in that apartment?
So, you get so much radness in this town.
Yeah, all of it. That's kind of the gist of the tour. So that night at dinner.
All three of them, it's Big Ronnie, Janet, and Big Braden. They're having dinner. Big Ronnie's trying to put the moves on her by letting her know that, hey, I make my own olive oil.
Extra virgin.
Yes, and I've got an animal penis.
And he seductively licks the grease off of a baguette.
Yeah. We cut to Braden and Janet up in Braden's room, and they're having sex. And this is when Braden's freaking out.
It's his first time.
Yeah. Am I doing it right?
Am I doing it right, Janet?
Am I doing it right?
Is it like this, Janet? I don't know if I'm doing it right, Janet. Like this, Janet? Over and over and over.
For at least like 20 minutes.
It's a long scene.
Yeah.
And she's riding him.
But she finally shuts him up.
Yeah. He finishes, more or less.
No, you don't see when she licks her finger and reaches around and sticks it up his pooper?
And he finishes.
Oh, yes.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah, he stops asking like this.
Yeah.
Like this? Like pretty quickly.
Yes, which we all would.
This is our most mature rated podcast yet. Like this, Janet? Next morning, Big Ronnie's sitting at the table when Janet comes up, with her hair messed up and her, just wearing her underpants and a shirt. It's like, morning, Ronnie. And he's got his grapefruit. He has a slice of, or half a grapefruit with a cherry in the middle. And then he's pouring grease on the grapefruit.
Yes.
And then he starts to really intensely massage the grapefruit.
And then he starts licking it
seductively. And he starts licking it seductively. Ugh. I think the grapefruit is supposed to represent, the cherry there is supposed to represent the female
vagina
with the clitoris.
I thought it was supposed to represent the balloon knot.
Or the clitoris.
Oh, that
Why are we talking like that?
I don't know, because it's respectful.
And he's massaging it, and then he starts licking it hard. Well, if it's her butt or her
pubes.
He's just staring at him. It's a weird, again, 10-minute scene.
I know.
I'm embellishing.
Even later that day, Janet
is... A lot longer than it needs to be.
Yeah, even later that day, Janet is in the bathroom taking a long number one, taking a pee-pee.
She's going wee-wee in the bath.
She's going wee-wee in the bath, and it's she probably had a lot of lemonade.
Sure.
Big Ronnie enters to shave. And
he just comes in.
Nude. And
naked.
And he's like, I want to watch you pee. She's like, you can't do that. And he's like, well, I won't look. I just need to shave, but go ahead and start peeing again. So she does.
And he turns and looks at her.
Yeah, and he's brushing his teeth. That's what it was. Brushing his teeth. And
what the fuck?
Weird fetishes and weird things happening here in this disco tour family. But
later, this was one of my favorite parts. Braden.
There you go.
Janet's sitting outside on a lawn chair smoking a cigarette. Because it's been a pretty intense day, I guess.
Yeah.
She's unwinding with a cigarette. And Braden sits down and says, are we exclusive, Janet? Because my dad said he watched you go pee. Which is, he needs to be concerned. Because in this family, if you watch a girl go pee, it means that you like her. So
that would be just so funny to do, to my dad or something, or go up and go, somehow make it about freak out your dad, my dad Jim or Big Jack. Dad, are you trying to woo on my Jody? Because she said you watched her go pee.
He said you watched her go pee.
You watched your dad freak out? What?
Are we exclusive? And there's just a little exchange between Braden and Janet, and Big Ronnie is looking on from the balcony,
yes.
Visibly angry, upset.
Yes.
And Braden and Janet have sex again.
Yeah, they continue their sexual adventures.
Yeah.
But the Greasy Strangler is also prowling the scene. Yeah, that night. What bummed me out, he finds Oinker in his lonely apartment, killing my favorite movie character of all time.
Really?
I think so.
Oinker's your favorite movie character of all time.
It was Christine, but I don't know if it's character. But yeah, Oinker's rad. Oinker, because as he's choking him, he
likes it.
Yeah, well, he's like, okay, I'm going. Okay, no, I was false alarm. I'm really starting to go diagonal. Oh wait, no, there's more light.
Something tells me Oinker is
into that.
Pretty kinky with that shit. Because he likes the choking.
Can I bring up something too? When he pulls off after he's dead.
After Oinker's dead.
Yeah. This is a great effect. Can you tell me how they did it? This can't be CGI.
I don't know, but the Strangler pulls off Oinker's.
It's amputated,
pig nose, and he has no real nose. It's a hole in his face.
It's a cavity, a bloody cavity.
And the Strangler dips his finger in the hole and roots it around a little bit and pulls it out. Is it boogers? I don't know.
No, it's it's a cavity. Yeah, blood and boogers and snot.
And licks his fingers.
But that was to me both
it's good
times
special
watching
effects.
Yeah, because I still don't know.
Yeah.
Because it looks so good.
It's really good.
For a low budget, that one I even went back and looked at it again, brought it up going, that was amazing.
Well, if anybody's in the industry who can tell us how they did that. It looks really good.
I know Mike's listening, so he's
right.
On the left coast. Go, hey.
How did that work? Oinker loved the strangling, but he's dead now. Next day, Big Ronnie insists with Braden, I got to spend some time with Janet so you don't get hurt. I don't want the word, there's a C word in this movie quite a bit. Big Ronnie insists, I don't want this C word to fuck you up.
If you say it in an Australian accent, it's easier.
I'm not going to say it
but
at all.
They say it a lot in Australia.
Yeah, I think they do. They say it in England too, don't they?
Hello.
Hello, you cunt.
Yeah. See, that
makes better. Braden is opposed. I don't want you to be a smoothie with my girlfriend.
Because you are a smoothie. Girls like you. And he's like, they do, and girls do not like you.
Bullshit artist.
Bullshit artist.
You're a bullshit artist. They have a fight calling each other bullshit artists for 20 minutes.
Yeah. So Ronnie gets dressed. He puts on his reverse chaps. He can go out dancing with his dick out, which I think is awesome. I want to live in this city.
Describe Big Ronnie's disco outfit.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a V-neck.
You can see his chest hair.
You can see his chest hair, and it's a deep V.
Deep
it goes
V.
all the way down to his belly button. Then it opens up, and the back covers his ass, but it exposes his animal dung.
Like a diamond shape.
A diamond shape. And then then it starts clothing, and then the fabric comes back into play at the knees.
Yeah. So if you look at him straight on, you can definitely see his neck and the top part of his chest and his whole penis.
Yeah, but that's great that you're allowed to go to a club and dance like that.
Is it? Is it great?
They go to dance and have creamy drinks.
Yeah, we're going to have some creamy drinks.
It's just a weird scene of them at a disco bar.
Dancing. They're the only two people on the dance floor.
Except some weird old man who's behind Ronnie looking at him, watching his butt.
Same old man who was at the movie theater.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's really hot.
Yeah.
So he tells a story, I know I'm looking at time here, but
oh, God, we're fine.
He tells a story about how he used to book Disco X back in the day, and he tells a weird story about Michael Jackson hanging out with him one night, and nachos, and fighting, and...
This is another one of those times where the dialogue, the script was awesome. And the way this guy delivered it seamlessly. It's a totally fucking fake story. He's probably making it up, but... the way he tells it, he totally sells it.
And then he sells it like, and then we spent the wonderful Christmas together. But instead, he said, and then we found some twins, and we took them to the manager's office, and we sprayed our creamy hot cum all over their backs.
Yep.
I was like, whoa.
Pretty graphic.
Yes.
Yeah. He leans in, tries to kiss Janet. Janet rebuffs him and says, I might be in love with your son, Braden. I don't want to do this. And she walks off, leaving him alone.
Yes.
As he walks home, a random spotlight hits him. Well, he's walking down the sidewalk, a spotlight hits him, and he starts disco dancing down the street. And Janet kind of steps out of the shadows.
She was watching, and I think
she saw him. And does she like him?
I think that's when she starts to kind of dig the dad.
She starts to like Big Ronnie. We cut to Janet with Braden. She's saying nothing happened on our date. Braden's like, was my dad a smoothie? And she's like, no, everything's fine.
He told me the Michael Jackson story, and he's like, that Michael Jackson's fake. He was a lookalike that used to cruise the streets as a male prostitute.
Yeah.
And then took his own life in the middle of the street.
Yeah, they say the gunshot folded his head in half.
Yeah. He gets a phone call and finds out that Oinker is dead, so him and Janet go to see the body themselves, which I guess...
It's weird. Nobody called the police.
No one called the police. Scene. Yeah, there's no tape.
Very strange.
He's still black. He's still like turned blue, and he's laying in his chair that he was killed in.
Confirmed. Oinker's dead, and Braden says, I need to take a time out, and sits at Oinker's kitchen table eating some Cheetos.
Yeah, and that's when Braden admits that he's scared because the Greasy Strangler is getting close to home.
I'm going to investigate the Greasy Strangler myself.
Because he finds the evidence on the ground there, Andy, because the Greasy left a trail, so he scoops some up.
Yep.
And he serves
it home.
Yeah, and serves it to his dad on toast, who fucking loves it.
Spreads some of the evidence grease on toast, and Big Ronnie's like, where'd you get this? This is delicious. And Braden says, I think you know where I got this oil. I think you know where I got this. Somehow he's connected the dots very quickly that his father might be the Greasy Strangler. And Big Ronnie storms off. And Braden calls Janet and says,
don't come over.
I think my dad's the Greasy Strangler. Stay away. It's too dangerous. But let's have phone sex quickly.
So he's like, okay, I'm tickling your... Okay, I'm sorry, but clitoris. I'm tickling your clitoris with a feather, and you're holding my sack.
And so they have phone sex.
But that's the sound he's making.
Yeah.
And he's got such a...
Anyway, Braden knocks on his dad's door, but his dad's not there. Cut to Big Ronnie and Big Paul. Big Ronnie's walking up to the blind guy at the car wash, Big Paul. Yeah. Let's go disco. and Big Ronnie farts in Big Paul's face.
I guess that's his...
Poor blind guy.
Yeah, no, that's his MO.
Yeah, but he's a blind guy, so his smell's probably extra sensitive.
Yeah.
And that would be terrible.
God.
He invites, I guess, Big Paul comes over for dinner. At dinner, Big Paul and Big Ronnie mock Braden.
Because he wants to go.
He wants to go disco
He's like,
dancing
I'm having
with
some
them.
blues. After, and they're like laughing at him. They're like, no, you're a lady buzzkill.
Mm-hmm. They laugh and mock Braden, and he cries.
Yeah.
And they leave.
He goes up to his dad's room and discovers his dad's coloring book. His dad has some really animated drawings of him banging Janet.
It's a notebook. Crude drawings of Janet
and him
having sex, like Janet with huge boobs and a penis, and somebody drew that. Like somebody drew all those drawings for the movie.
I think that
it's awesome. They said, here's a spiral notebook. We're gonna need you to draw some really
you have
crude.
to be a good artist though, because it has to look good through the camera lens too. So
yeah, I guess, but it looks like
a kid did it.
Yeah, like in Superbad when he's drawing the penises.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. It's funny. I just remember thinking like somebody drew this for the movie.
But he does this time. He invites Janet to come over. It'll be safer.
I'm shit scared, Janet, and I love you.
So she comes over, and we cut right to she's naked, bending over a desk, and he's naked behind her, like
playing with her butt.
He's inserting fingers in either to. I would assume. I think he's inserting fingers into her rectum, because she says, "This feels great, but imagine if I farted right now." Coming up next on Harvard U.
He's like, could you imagine if I farted right now?
Coming next up on our TED Talk, Nick and Andy talk. Holy
shit.
Later,
as Janet's leaving the house, Big Ronnie comes back from his night of disco dancing, and he says, "How you doing, Janet?" And she's like, he's like, "I had a lot of creamy cocktails tonight. A lot of cows got milked, so we could have fun tonight, giving their cream to our cocktails." Like, what the fuck? And they flirt a little bit. He invites Janet back inside.
She says yes.
She says yes, and he proceeds to have oral sex with her.
Oil, cunningless, and
spill oil on her, and they have sex.
And merkins.
And they have sex all night long.
Yeah.
While
Braden has to listen. Yes.
He's crying.
Next, God.
He's like, I was just fingering her butthole, and
I know.
I can't believe I said that.
Hey, Dad, how do my fingers taste?
I hope my mom listens to this episode.
I think it's weird because your
really
lovely wife Cheryl said that a friend listened when we were doing the Chat GPT last episode.
Yes, a friend of hers in her office liked that.
Yeah, that was kind of. I didn't do it this week.
Thought it's okay.
All
you didn't need to, but if I hope my mother doesn't listen to this episode.
We're cut back to Braden.
And I'm not going to tell her. I'm not going to say, "Mom, don't listen to episode 203," because what'll she do?
She'll listen to it.
She'll go listen to it. It'll be the Streisand effect. I don't want that.
Okay.
Because this is a very disturbing, episode. Anyway.
Big Ron and Janet are now official, Andy, and
yes.
Braden's not having it. So there's just a lot of bullshit artists back and forth.
You're a bullshit artist.
Yeah, long scene. So let's just get back to the
horse
movie.
Shit artist.
Now, this is just horrible for Braden, because now he has to watch his ex-girlfriend, who he has come to know very well sexually, sitting...
I'm sorry to interrupt. I know we don't like to go over every line of dialogue, but there is a very witty line that a friend of mine, a friend of the show, Jamie, said needs to be in more romantic movies. You may have claimed her pussy, but you didn't claim her heart.
Oh, yeah.
That needs to be in more rom-coms.
I think it's like,
Which Braden says that to his dad. You may have claimed her pussy, but you didn't claim her heart. Yeah. He's not wrong.
Yes.
Anyway.
Back to the movie. Now it's just horrible for Braden. He has to watch his ex-girlfriend sitting his dad's lap.
Mm-hmm.
He's watching, food being shoved in his dad's mouth by his ex-girlfriend. And so they have sex.
Ronnie and Janet.
Yeah, and he's like...
He's really vulgar.
Vulgar about his semen.
And the way he has sex.
Yes. And Ronnie admits that he's falling in love because, you're my little hootie tootie disco cutie.
And they dance around chanting hootie cutie disco cutie.
This goes on for 36 minutes. I timed it.
Braden is in his bedroom hearing this and just stomping back and forth, pissed. Again, in his underwear.
Yes.
And no other clothes.
Hootie tootie disco cutie.
Hootie tootie disco cutie.
Hootie tootie.
Yeah. So put that on a loop for 20 minutes. That's what it was.
And so Braden comes in and says, "Can you guys shut up?" And they don't. They're still just living his face,
taunting him with it.
Yeah, the Ronnie's animal dong, and then even Janet bends over, and this is what we talked about at the very beginning of the podcast. Spreads her cheeks and goes, hootie tootie disco pootie.
Yeah. Braden storms out of the house, out into the street, and lays down in the road crying.
Yes.
He's in absolute agony. The next night, Braden is working on his fiction writing.
Yes.
While Ronnie and Janet are hanging out. And then later, I guess after the sex session, Braden is talking to Janet in the kitchen. She's butt naked.
Yeah.
And she kind of admits, yeah, I guess I kind of miss you. And he talks about the fiction that he's writing.
And that he admits that he loves her.
And I love you. Big Ronnie overhears all of it. He gets really mad. And when Janet goes back to Big Ron's room, he's not there, but there's grease on the floor.
Yes.
And she bends down and actually picks some up with her fingers and tastes it. Like, what? Ugh. It looks like vomit, but you said it's tapioca pudding. Same thing. Cut to the car wash, which we've seen many million times. Big Paul is there, and the Greasy Strangler comes up.
But it's the reverse. Yeah, they show the brushes going, but no one's in there.
Yep.
It's the Greasy Strangler, and he kills his best friend. He chokes him out. But even worse, Andy, he saws off his head to use it as a basketball.
Cuts off his head, dances around, and shoots it at a basketball hoop and misses.
Yes.
And then he washes off. And the next day, Braden calls someone about his dad being the Greasy Strangler.
Detective Jody.
Yeah, Detective Jody's going to be here tomorrow.
Did you notice there's a Nick and a Jody in this movie?
I did. You and your wife are in this movie.
I'm the Rasta Slayer. I don't know, but anyway, this is what gets me. I don't understand the detective scene. Because I think the detective is Big Ron. I don't know. He doesn't know. Doesn't sit there and go, "Dad, I know it's you."
Nope, you're not.
And so,
yeah,
but
he doesn't recognize
all
him.
he's saying is like, there's no evidence, there's nothing that can prove your dad's the killer, so stop going after it. So I think this is just a quick way of saying, leave it alone.
Yeah.
Your dad's not the killer. I'm a detective. I know what I'm saying. So just shut up and move on. Yeah.
I did like the effect of Detective Jody, quote unquote, looking in the mirror and taking off his glasses. It's the reflection that takes off the glasses and says Jody needs to go now, whereas the person looking in the mirror doesn't take off his glasses. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
The reflection is different than the person looking in it.
There's a lot of weird stuff that starts happening now.
It kind of shows you
as
that
we get closer, because we are about to wrap it up, but it does start getting weirder.
Big Ron has obviously multiple personalities.
Yeah, but we'll get to it. But this is like, to me, like even second watch, I'm like, okay, this is when things start getting weird, because later that night, Janet and Braden are laying in bed. Big Ronnie overhears Braden and Janet agreeing to marry each other, so he storms in the room.
Oh, he's under the bed.
Yeah, sorry, that's right.
He comes rolling out.
He comes rolling out. He's been
naked as a jaybird,
and he's like, "You're not moving in to Janet's house." And she's like, "He can crap the bed all he wants, and he can twaddle my twat whenever he wants."
She says, if he craps on the bed, I'll rub it on my tits.
Yeah, fucking weird.
He's gonna come live with me. So they start chanting "Hootie Tootie Disco Cutie" at Big Ron, and he storms out.
Yeah.
I like that Braden says he tried to impress me with a loud fart once. A big glob of turd flew out of his butt like a rocket.
I wrote a very descriptive narrative about a fart gone bad.
Okay. ChatGPT did it? Oh,
no. Janet convinces Braden that he'll have to kill his father.
If he's the Greasy Strangler, you gotta kill him.
Yeah, and suddenly Ronnie comes in the room as the Greasy Strangler.
Yep.
He knocks out his son and grabs Janet.
And runs out.
And this is the final straw for Braden.
He's dazed, but he's not out. Yeah. He gets up, goes to his dad's room following the grease on the floor. He finds a huge tub of grease in his dad's closet, and he says, "I can get greasy too. I can be a Greasy Strangler too." And he gets in the tub. And we cut to Braden comes running out of the house, snarling and growling, covered in grease. He's a junior Greasy Strangler.
Junior Greasy Strangler Jr. I like that.
Yeah, it's a band name. We are Junior Greasy Strangler.
Or Greasy Strangler Jr.
Either one. Sure.
Hello, we're Greasy Strangler Jr.
Yeah.
We hope you like this bluegrass.
It's like better than Ezra. It's Greasy Strangler Jr. There's another band called Greasy Strangler. And there's another band called Ezra, but they're better than Ezra. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what about worse than Ezra?
He runs around town, eventually getting to the movie theater, where he finds Big Ronnie as the Greasy Strangler choking Janet to death, Nick.
Yeah, but this is what's weird, Andy.
He doesn't save her.
No, he joins him.
He joins in the strangling.
He kills Janet alongside his father, both as Greasy Strangler Sr. and Greasy Strangler Jr., watching her eyes pop out in front of them.
Braden chokes her. Her eyes pop out. Ronnie catches him, and the two men eat the eyeballs on either side of Janet's dead body. Then they walk hand in hand into the car wash.
This is when it gets really weird for me. I know I've said, Nick, you mean when you hit play, it didn't get weird for you?
That's what I was going to... You mean this is where it gets weird?
The next day, they walk the beach together. Talking about their relationship. It's the only time in the movie where I feel like they seem like they have a genuine relationship.
Yeah.
And they just talk about their disdain for Janet.
Yep.
You know the actor who played Big Ronnie was John Travolta's hairdresser back in the day?
That's what he says, yeah.
Yeah, no, but this is true story, in real life.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Well, he does tell a story about John Travolta. When you were a baby, we went to John Travolta's, house on an island or something.
Yeah, and we were going to open up a dance club.
And Braden has some weird accent at one point, like, I reckon, mate.
Yeah.
That sounds good, mate. I don't know why he did that. They trash talk Janet. Braden suggests we should kill Ricky Pickles. And they both chant, we should kill Ricky Pickles. Prickles.
Yeah.
Ricky, did I say Pickles?
Yeah.
Ricky Prickles. Cut to them all greased up, chasing a man through the woods who is Ricky Prickles. He's screaming, I'm a professional sprinter. Fuck you guys. And he's ahead. They trips and falls, and they end up tearing off his ears.
And blood spurts out.
That's a good effect.
It was.
They rip out his eyes. They cook his eyes over an open fire.
Fully covered in grease.
Which is dangerous, because grease is pretty flammable.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And then they keep running through the woods.
This is what I didn't understand.
This is weird.
Yeah, so then they're at what would you call
They come upon a firing line.
Firing line, yeah, and
they're looking at themselves.
They're looking at themselves.
It's they're regular versions of themselves tied to posts.
They get shot by the firing squad.
Two men with AK-47s shoot them.
The top of their heads pop off.
And champagne squirts out.
And confetti on one.
And just like a fountain of sparkly champagne.
And they're watching this from the top of the hill.
As Greasy Stranglers.
Yes.
So I'm going to get into this just for a minute. We don't want to go too long. But I feel like this is a thing in their mind. Like the real versions of themselves are getting killed. And they're going to be full-time Greasy Strangler personality forever.
And what did you think about the juxtaposition of the texture?
Yeah. Otherwise, I have no way to explain this.
Because I like that, Andy. I really do, all joking aside.
It's a weird psychological thing.
Because we finally make it to, it looks like on top of a mountain.
Yeah.
And they're holding
spears.
Like spear sticks, you know, like you shave down a stick and a spear. And they're looking in the camera, and they're coming close to the camera, covered in grease, holding, aggressively snarling, holding their spears, shoving them, into the camera, like coming at you.
Yeah.
Roll credits.
Roll credits. That's the end of the movie. So they're going to be living in the woods as Greasy Stranglers for the rest of their lives.
I like that thought process, though, about watching themselves die, and they're now just Greasy Stranglers for life. Or...
The only explanation
why can't they do Greasy Strangler 2?
I don't know.
It's Greasy Stranglers. On a scale of 3 prosthetic penises to 10 prosthetic penises, what say you? What do you say?
5 or 6. 6.
I'm going to go 7.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, why is that?
Yeah.
I thought it was fun and different.
It is different.
I will definitely, people that enjoy film, I would recommend this to. Yeah. People that did you like Sleepless in Seattle? It's my favorite. I'd be like, no, don't watch The Greasy Strangler. But I will talk about this movie, And so it was cool because, that's the text we got from Colby. It was like, hey guys, can you do for me a favor? I was like, anything,
Colby.
Anything. And so I thought I'd be like, hey, can when I come up to the
thought he was gonna post something for us,
or can I shower at your house?
Mm-hmm.
But no, it was like, can you cover The Greasy Strangler? I'm like,
done and done, friend.
Done.
Yeah, it was this or Shredder, which we
can easily get.
We'll backburner Shredder and get it some other time. But
hey, so why don't we go ahead and get into? Do you have a kill count?
I do.
All right. Yeah,
this one was it's like an artsy, like an abstract movie,
Yeah.
Doesn't have like a through plot line that's easy to. Anyway, we have the Scandinavian tourist gets his head shoved through the vending machine. The Senegalese tourist gets his face punched in, and his head turns into like a deflated basketball. And the Indian tourist is the first one to get strangled as he talks about the girl in his room and he couldn't get a stiffy. Followed by the hot dog vendor, just taking a crap in his Airstream trailer, and he gets strangled from behind. Oinker, strangled to death and loving it. Followed by Big Paul, the poor blind guy got farted in the face and then strangled to death, decapitated, and his head used as a basketball. And then Janet, when the two men ganged up on her, strangled her till her eyes popped out. And Ricky Prickles, the man who's wooed away Braden's mother and Ronnie's wife when Braden was just a little boy. Ricky Prickles got killed.
Fucking Ricky Prickles.
8 kills in this movie.
Like I said, I'm definitely gonna I talked about it. It's been a fun movie to dissect and discuss.
Next week we're gonna be interviewing the writer director of a fun one that you've already seen. I'm gonna watch it from 2025, 1 hour and 34 minutes.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah, it follows three best friends who involuntarily prepare for Hooper Industries' annual New Year's Eve party, which turns deadly when a murderer sets his sights on them. So,
yeah, I'm excited to talk to him. He's done. It looks like he's definitely got his foot into the effects.
His bona fides, as they say.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed that he's got some producing credits,
some other writing
cinematography,
credits,
director, stuff like that. I will. We're on camera too.
Hi.
Love you, babe.
I love you too.
I'll cut away. We don't have to see that.
I'll come grab you after the game.
Okay. Love you.
Hey, wait, real quick. Sorry, you're seeing live action behind the scenes.
That's how we do it.
Do I need to feed the dogs?
Yes, you do.
Okay, then does he need to go in his crate tonight? Okay. Thanks for staying with us here, SlashU. Love you, Jody.
Bye.
Manager of SlashU.
So
Getting back with
PJ.
PJ, has done some stuff, so I'm excited. It's gonna be great because anytime we get to talk to a writer director, the film, and one thing I'm just gonna go and say, Dave Sheridan is a gem.
He is.
He's an absolute gem. He should be in more. This guy should be celebrated more. But him and Felissa, I think it's out now that they're
together.
A couple. They're together.
Well, if it's not out, we just outed him.
Yeah.
Right here on the very famous
They fell in love on the set of Cult of Blood.
Yeah.
You can see it happen.
We covered that.
We saw it happen.
Well,
but PJ Starks is going to be joining the professors here at SlashU. You remember me, Nick, and that's Andy over there.
That's right. And you bring up Dave and Felissa because they're in New Year's Eve.
No, they're not.
Which is why you brought it up, right?
No, they're not in the movie, though. I'm just kidding. Yes, they're in the movie.
Dave Sheridan's in it. Yeah, Felissa Rose is in it. So check out New Year's Eve. I could see it's on Prime Video for $3.99. There's probably other outlets as well. So New Year's Eve from 2025. Promise, if there's anybody out there who wants us to go back and watch older shit, don't worry. We'll get back to it. But all of this stuff's great.
Yeah.
Regardless of when it was made.
I still think it's rad that we changed it from 77 to 88 or 77 to, I forget now.
We opened up our timeline, yeah.
But but made between then and now, which is beautiful because horror knows no time genre.
Horror is timeless, much like SlashU.
Hey! I thought I was the writer.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Tell a friend, share the show. It's how we grow, and I really appreciate you listening.
And you'll be hearing some music after we sign off. It's going to be music by the new band, Greasy Strangler Jr. We hope you dig it. Hey, we're Greasy Strangler Jr., and we like to sing one song. We're Greasy Strangler Jr., and we'll put it in a cup.
Thanks, everybody.
Later.
Class dismissed.